Hello everyone. In this session I am going to explain class B power amplifier. For class B operation, the Q point is located on the x-axis. Due to this, collector current flows only one half cycle for full input cycle. Hence, output is distorted. To get full cycle across the load, a pair of transistors can be used in class B operation. The two transistors are conducting alternate half cycles. Then, to get the full cycle across the load, because of this, one transistor conducts 180 degrees, that means positive half cycle. Another transistor conducts another half cycle. Here, the two transistors are matched transistors. Depending upon the two transistors, there are two possible operations in class B amplifier. They are push-pull amplifier, complementary symmetry amplifier. When two transistors are same type, that is either PNP or NPN transistors, then the circuit is called push-pull class B amplifier. I am again telling, in push-pull amplifier, the same type of transistors, either PNP or NPN transistors are used. The second one is complementary symmetry amplifier. When the two transistors forms a complementary pair. So complementary pair in the sense, one transistor is PNP and the another transistor is NPN. In complementary symmetry amplifier, we are using two different transistors, that is complementary pair. This is the class B power amplifier. Hi everyone. In this class, I am going to explain push-pull class B amplifier. This is the circuit diagram of push-pull amplifier. In this circuit requires two transformers. One is the input transformer, is called driver transformer, and another is connected to the load, is called output transformer. Both transformers are center tap transformers. The circuit diagram of push-pull circuit requires two step-down transformers. So here we are using two same type of transistors, that is Q1 is NPN, Q2 is NPN, and the input transformer is driver transformer, output transformer is step down transformer. Next, circuit operation. For positive half cycle of the input, at point A is positive, at point B is negative. At point A is positive, Q1 is conducts, because here we are using NPN transistors. For positive half cycle, IB1 is positive, so Q1 is conducts. Here IB2 is negative, so Q2 is does not conduct. For Q1 conducts, IB1 flows. For IB1 flows, then IC1 flows. Q2 is in cutoff state, so IB2 is equal to 0. Hence, IC1 flows through the top of the primary of the output transformer. Thus, positive half cycle reproduced at the output. Second case is for negative half cycle. Here the input cycle is negative half cycle. In this case, point B is positive, point B is positive, point A is negative. Whenever point A is negative, Q1 is cut off and Q2 is conducts. Due to this, transistor Q1 driven into cutoff, and the same time Q2 driven into active region. Then IB2 flows and IB1 is equal to 0. Hence, IC2 flows through the bottom of the output transformer. Thus, negative half cycle reproduced at the output. Finally, for full input cycle available across the load. In next class, we will discuss about the input base collector output currents are. Everyone, in this class I am going to explain how the input base collector currents are flows in push-pull amplifier. This is the input waveform, that is with respect to T. Whenever IB1 flows, so IB1 conducts, that is Q1 conducts for positive half cycle. So IB1 flows. Whenever IB1 flows, IC1 flows. So these two are similar. When Q2 is negative, that means Q1 is for negative half cycle, Q2 conducts. Whenever Q2 conducts, IB2 is flows. Whenever IB2 flows, IC2 is flows. These two are, that means IB2, IC2 is flows. When, that means for positive half cycle, IB1 flows, so IC1 flows, whereas in IB2 is 0. For negative half cycle, IB2 is flows, so IC2 is flows, whereas in IB1 is 0. Like this, these are the waveforms in push-pull amplifier. Hi everyone, in this class I am going to explain efficiency calculation and DC operation of class B push-pull amplifier. So class B push-pull amplifier. First, we have to discuss DC operation. Here Q point is adjusted to the x-axis. Then VCEQ equal to VCC, ICQ equal to 0 because Q point is adjusted to the x-axis. In this point, VCEQ equal to VCC, ICQ equal to 0. So the coordinates of operating point equal to VCC, 0. Next, DC power input. Here both transistor produced half rectified waveforms. The peak value of the output current is Im. Peak value of the output current is Im. Due to rectified waveforms, average DC of each transistor is Im by pi. So total IDC equal to Im by pi plus Im by pi. IDC equal to 2 Im by pi. We already know about PDC, that is DC power input equal to VCC into IDC. So VCC, IDC by substituting IDC 2 Im by pi. Next, AC power input. We have to calculate PAC. We need RMS values. So PAC equal to VRMS into IRMS. PAC equal to VRMS into, I can write IRMS is VRMS by RL dash. So VRMS into VRMS square by RL. So PAC equal to VM IM by 2. So where VRMS equal to VM by root 2, IRMS equal to Im by root 2. By substituting these two, we get VM Im by 2. For calculating efficiency, percentage of efficiency, PAC output by PDC input into 100. So by substituting PAC in PDC, PAC is VM Im by 2, whereas in PDC is VCC into 2 Im by pi. So finally we get pi VM pi is proportional. So pi Vm by 4 VCC into 100. Here Im get cancelled. For calculating maximum efficiency of class B push-pull amplifier, before going to this, I will discuss about graphical representation of push-pull amplifier. Here the graphical representation of push-pull amplifier. Here the Q point is located on the x-axis. The coordinates are VCC, 0. So this is the DC load line, straight line. This is the AC load line. When I am drawing this, projecting like this, only positive half cycle is produced. That is, conduction angle is 180 degrees only. Only positive half cycle produced. So, when we observe this figure, Vm equal to VCC. So, percentage of efficiency equal to pi Vm by 4 VCC into 100. When we observe this figure, Vm equal to VCC, by substituting this, we get pi by 4 into 100. So, pi by 4 into 100. So, 100 by 4 is 25 into pi. Finally, we get percentage of efficiency equal to 78.53%. Whereas in class A power amplifier, percentage of efficiency is 50% in transformer coupled class A power amplifier. Next, advantages of push-pull amplifier. Here the efficiency is increased when compared to class A power amplifier. Impedance matching is possible because we are using transformer. Power dissipation is low supply voltage. Next, disadvantages of push-pull amplifier. It requires 2 transformers. By using transformers, the circuit becomes bulky and costly. Frequency response is poor. So, this is the push-pull amplifier and its efficiency calculation. Hi everyone. In last class, we were discussed about push-pull amplifier. In push-pull amplifier, we are using same type of transistors and its efficiency calculation. In this class, I am explaining complementary symmetry amplifier. So this is the circuit diagram of complementary symmetry amplifier. In this circuit, we are using complementary pair of transistors, that is NPN transistor, PNP transistors. When the two transistors forms a complementary pair in class B amplifiers, that is, one is PNP and another is NPN, then the circuit complementary symmetry class B amplifier. Impedance matching between CE configuration to the load is difficult. Due to this, CC configuration can be used in this circuit. Here we are using 2 CC configuration. So what is the difference between CE configuration and CC configuration? In CE configuration, the output was taken at collector. In CC configuration, output is taken at emitter terminal. So CC configuration is also called as emitter follower. In addition to this, we are using voltage series feedback can be used to reduce the output resistance for matching. So the main 2 points are, in this circuit we are using complementary pair transistors and CC configuration is used, and another is voltage series feedback is used because to reduce the output resistance for matching. In this circuit requires dual supply. Here when we observe this diagram, here we are using 2 different supplies, plus VCC, minus VCC. Case 1 is for positive half cycle. Input signal is like this. For positive half cycle, Q1 is in active region. Q1 is active region, so conducts. Q2 is in cutoff region. Because here the positive, whenever here positive, here negative. So for this negative, this one is does not conduct. Q2 is in cutoff region. Similarly, for negative half cycle, Q1 is cutoff state, Q2 is in active region. So efficiency is similar to the class B push-pull amplifier, that is 78.53%. Next, advantages of complementary symmetry amplifier. Circuit is small and low cost. Here impedance matching is possible because CC configuration, frequency response is better. Disadvantages. Duals, it requires dual power supply. The output is distorted, that is crossover distortion occurs in complementary symmetry amplifier. So this is the complementary symmetry class B amplifier. In next class I am explaining the comparison between push-pull and complementary symmetry amplifier.